According to psychology and some social beliefs, if you have difficulty forgetting someone, it is a sign that the person secretly loves you. You don't have to believe it, but if you look at it from several theories and perspectives, this phenomenon may occur. So, listen to the video carefully, because it could change your perspective in understanding the reasons why it is difficult to forget someone. 1. Spirituality perspective. In many spiritual teachings, both from Eastern traditions and various modern philosophies, humans are believed to be connected not only through physical interaction, but also through subtle and invisible energy fields. Each person emits energy in the form of certain vibrations or frequencies that are influenced by their feelings, thoughts, and intentions. When two people have shared a deep relationship, whether in the form of love, affection, or emotional attachment, an energy bond is formed between them that continues to exist even though the physical relationship has ended or there is distance. In this perspective, the difficulty in forgetting someone is not solely because of memories, but because the energy bond is still active and flowing between the two parties. The energy of love, longing, or even strong desire from one person can send vibrations that are felt by others, even without words or physical meeting. That is why, according to this belief, when you find it difficult to forget someone, it can be a sign that at the energy level, that person also still has feelings for you or is still thinking about you. This energy works like resonance. If someone sends emotional energy to you, then you can unconsciously catch and respond to it, for example by suddenly remembering him, feeling longing for no reason, or experiencing certain emotional symptoms such as feeling empty, restless, or even dreaming about him. All of this is considered evidence that your energy connection with that person is still active, and not just from one side, but because there is a return flow of feelings that he also feels. In some spiritual practices such as Reiki, healing meditation, or chakra teachings, there is an understanding that unresolved emotional energy must be released so that it does not continue to be bound. Otherwise, the energy bond will continue to connect the two souls silently, creating feelings that are difficult to explain logically, including the feeling of difficulty forgetting. 2. Transpersonal psychology theory. In transpersonal psychology, there is a concept that humans not only interact through physical communication such as speech or actions, but can also connect emotionally through subconscious mechanisms. One interesting idea in this field is about emotional telepathy, the ability to feel the emotions or thoughts of others without direct communication. This theory is based on the understanding that emotions are a form of energy that can be transmitted and captured by others, especially if there is a strong emotional bond between them. When you have difficulty forgetting someone, according to this theory, it is not only because of memories or habits, but there is a possibility that you are subconsciously receiving emotional signals from that person. If he or she harbors feelings such as love, longing, or a desire to stay connected, those feelings can form waves of energy that you feel unconsciously. As a result, you can continue to think about him or her, feel touched by his or her emotions, even without any communication in the real world. This emotional telepathy is usually stronger between people who have had close relationships, intense emotional relationships, or shared important experiences together. Deep emotional connections create invisible pathways that allow these inner signals to continue to flow. That is why, when you are having trouble forgetting someone, this theory suggests that it is not only you who are still attached, but that person is also still emotionally sending vibrations of his feelings to you. Some classic signs of emotional telepathy include suddenly thinking about the person for no apparent reason, feeling certain emotions such as happiness, sadness, anxiety for no apparent reason, or dreaming about the person in a setting that feels very real. All of this, according to this theory, indicates that there is an emotional exchange still taking place at the subconscious level. 3. Law of attraction. In the principle of the law of attraction, it is explained that human thoughts and feelings emit certain energy frequencies into the universe. This frequency, like a magnet, will attract other energies that are on the same wavelength. This means that what you think and feel strongly tends to call experiences, people, or situations that are on the same frequency into your life. When you have difficulty forgetting someone, according to the law of attraction perspective, it can happen because there is an active energy bond that occurs from two directions. Not only are you emitting the energy of longing or love, but the person may also be thinking about you or having the same feelings. This mutually radiating emotional energy keeps the relationship alive in your inner experience, even though there may no longer be any physical interaction. In this context, feelings of love, longing, or strong emotional bonds have a very high energy vibration. When two people send these feelings to each other unconsciously, their energy seems to form an invisible bridge that keeps them connected. That's why you find it hard to forget him, not just because of memories or past memories, but because at the energy level, that person still draws you into his world through active emotional frequencies. In addition, the law of attraction teaches that the more you focus on someone, the stronger the frequency resonates, thus strengthening the connection between you and him. If the person has similar feelings, then this energetic bond becomes stronger, so that you feel his presence in your mind, even without any real communication. Many spiritual practitioners and law of attraction adherents believe that in this situation, not only are you calling him through your thoughts and feelings, but he is also unconsciously doing the same thing to you. That's why the belief arises that if you find it hard to forget someone, it could be because he loves you too. 4. Attachment theory perspective. Attachment theory is a concept in psychology that explains how emotional relationships are formed between humans, especially since childhood, and how these attachment patterns affect relationships in adulthood. In the context of finding it hard to forget someone, this theory offers a fairly deep explanation. According to attachment theory, a strong emotional attachment is formed when someone feels that another person fulfills their emotional needs, such as feeling safe, accepted, valued, and loved. When the relationship ends or becomes distant, the loss of this source of comfort and security can make it difficult to let go of the emotional bond that has formed. In the case of a healthy and loving relationship, secure attachment, this attachment is usually two-way. This means that if you find it difficult to forget someone, there is a good chance that the person is also experiencing feelings of loss or emotional attachment to you. This is because relationships that are built on mutual trust, mutual support, and strong emotional intimacy tend to leave deep traces in both people. In addition, in some forms of attachment such as anxious attachment, a person can become very focused on the person who was once a source of security or happiness. However, in relationships where love is truly there from both parties, the difficulty in forgetting often comes not only from emotional dependence alone, but from a real bond that is also felt by the other party. In other words, subconsciously, the person may also be going through the same emotional struggles, thinking about you, missing you, or feeling a void due to the loss of the relationship. 5. The soul connection perspective. In many spiritual teachings and metaphysical beliefs, there is the concept of a soul connection, that there are certain people who connect with our souls on a much deeper level than a simple relationship. This connection is often referred to as a soulmate, twin flame, or twin soul connection. According to this belief, when two souls connect, they share a bond so strong that regardless of physical distance, time, or even separation, the feeling remains alive and drawn to each other. In this perspective, if you find it very difficult to forget someone, it could be because your relationship with them is not an ordinary relationship. The soul connection that occurs brings an emotional, spiritual, and sometimes even physical attachment, which cannot be explained by mere human logic. These connected souls are believed to have a soul contract before this life, as if they have promised to meet, love, learn from, or heal each other in this life. When someone you have a soul connection with also holds the same feelings, then their energy frequency will continue to resonate and be felt in your heart. The difficulty in forgetting them is a reflection of the soul bond that is still active, and in many cases, this also means that she still thinks about you, loves you, or misses you in secret. Even without communication or physical presence, the vibrations of that love still flow through the boundaries of the material world. Some signs that are often associated with this soul connection include feeling that you feel the person's emotions from a distance, suddenly missing them for no reason, feeling peaceful or very restless when thinking about them, dreaming about them repeatedly, even experiencing synchronicities related to them. So, in the understanding of soul connection, if you find it difficult to let go of someone, it could be because there is a strong soul bond between you, And she also has similar feelings, it's just that it may not have been expressed in the physical world.